Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. I'm an author and mental health educator. Welcome to your Depression Recovery channel, where each week we talk about practical tools and coping strategies for healing from depression and anxiety. The title of today's video is, Can Saffron Help Heal Depression? Before that, of course, we have to tell our joke. You know, recently I've become addicted to brake fluid. Don't worry, I can stop at any time. And if I can't, I can always go to a treatment center. All right, speaking of treatment, over the years it's become evident that a large percentage of people do not respond to traditional antidepressants. And so clinicians have been looking for new ways to treat depression. First, way back a decade or so ago, we had TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation. A big magnet goes ahead and has weak electrical currents that go in the front of the brain, helping to restore some joy, maybe. And then we had, what came after that? Oh, ketamine, of course. That was touted as a miracle cure, especially for people who were suicidal. Ketamine, by the way, is an animal tranquilizer. And more recently in the headlines, we've had psilocybin, which was just legalized in Oregon for use in psychotherapy for treating depression, and MDMA, otherwise known as ecstasy, which is being investigated by the FDA for the treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder in veterans. In addition to these more profound treatments, there are subtle substances now being investigated for relieving depression. These include St. John's wort, curcumin, that's how you pronounce it, which is the active ingredient in turmeric, and rhodiola. Now there's a brand new substance on the way, and that is saffron. Saffron is composed of the female reproductive organs of the flower of saffron crocus. And the stamen has what are called bioactive compounds that have a neuroprotective, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory effect. I hadn't really thought about saffron very much until recently. I don't use it as a spice to cook with, but when someone mentioned that it was being used to heal from depression, I immediately thought of the 1960s song by Donovan called Mellow Yellow, and this is what came to me.
Just mad about saffron. Saffron's mad about me.
Yep, an oldie but goodie. Since I didn't think of saffron as a potent substance, I didn't really think I'd find anything on it in the internet. Then I came upon a website called Psychiatric Times, had an article called, Is There a Role for Saffron Phytotherapy in Treating Depression? What is phytotherapy? I thought that doesn't mean psychotherapy. I looked it up and it said, the treatment of medical conditions using plants or substances made from plants. That's cool, I thought, treating conditions from plants. Well, yeah, that's where we all started using way back in the days when we just had herbs and stuff like that. Anyway, phytotherapy. Well, what happened? They took saffron over here. They compared it to Prozac, Zoloft, Lexapro over there. 30 milligrams of saffron over here, regular doses of Prozac, Zoloft, Lexapro, and what happened? The results were the same. Saffron did just as well as the antidepressants with one beautiful benefit. No side effects, especially no sexual side effects. Okay, so if saffron's so great, where can I find it? Well, I Googled the term saffron supplements, and what did I find? Dozens and dozens and dozens of them, including one called Happy Saffron. American marketing, right? Problem is that none of these supplements have really been tested by the FDA, or no one really knows what's in them. And then I learned from one of the videographers that that saffron, if you cook it, it releases more of the phytochemicals. So maybe that's better. Cook with saffron, put it in your food. Just like it's better to eat salmon than get fish oil, maybe that's a better way to get it into your system. Finally, we know how the smell of certain substances can really directly affect our physiology. It goes directly to the olfactory section of the brain. And so it's the basis, actually, of something called aromatherapy, something that's really become popular, essential oil therapies you've heard of, right? All sorts of companies all over America, probably all over the world, having these wonderful essential oils. You can put them in a diffuser to smell them directly, and they affect positively our body, mind, and spirit. So it came as no surprise to me when I came upon one other study in which they said that simply smelling saffron could reduce stress hormones and PMS symptoms in women. So if simply smelling it can have a physiological effect on me, well, I now keep a little vial by my bedside. When I wake up in the morning, which is my most difficult time, I smell it, feel better. Maybe it's the placebo effect, I don't know, but that's what I do. Now, if you'd like to learn more about saffron and its uses for depression, just go to the internet, WebMD, PubMed, the National Institute of Health. I found all sorts of articles there. And you can do your own research, maybe if you know a naturopath or know an herbalist, or you can just, try it out yourself. Of course, you should always tell your prescriber that you're doing this, even though there's probably no major negative interactions. And again, just to remind everyone, I'm not prescribing or recommending anything for the treatment of depression, just letting you know about my research. This has been Douglas Bloch. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did so, give it a like. You can also write your comments in the comments section. If you'd like to email me, do so at douglasbloch@gmail.com. If you want to subscribe to this channel, when the closing credits come, click on the photo and you'll be taken to the subscribe page. If you click on the button to the right, you'll be notified every time I do a new video. It's actually a little bell to the right. And if you want to become a sustainer of this channel, monthly donations of $2 or more, simply click on the Patreon image. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you so much for watching.